thank you very much for being here. Bye bye, see you next time. Hey, and welcome back. Welcome back to the Academy of Witchwood Season 2. Thank you very much for staying with me, sticking with me through the first season. I'm very glad that you are still here, or you just joined. If you want to see more of all of this, just hit subscribe, leave a like, and follow me to become an Archmage. If you want to join me on this adventure, this pack is available on CurseForge. Link is in the description below. So just give it a try for yourself. We just started falling from this island in the sky, which we will not return in the near future. But I do have some trees here, there's a tower over there, and I can start getting things together. As the sun is already going down, let's see if I can find myself a nice place to survive the night. But before that, I reached the quest, reaching the surface. Just a few logs should be good for the beginning. I mean, this tree is either way too big for me to completely demolish. And the sun went down a lot faster than I thought, and I'm getting punctured with tridents from the water. So let me get over there. There seems to be a small hut of some sort. That could be a witchery hut. There's an owl. Oh, is this an... Oh, I'll be back. Maybe there is some things I can get myself here, like some fish and some barrels. Always good to have. This is a post office from Hexerai, which is very, very useful because it not only has some bookshelves, but there's also a bunch of chests and packages like these all around, which can contain some nice things like a broom brush. Let's see what else I can find. And certainly one of the big problems with modded Minecraft is that I'm not even like 10 minutes into this house and my inventory is completely filled up. Great. I mean, I'm not going to cry because I actually got a coffer which I can use to store some things in, and a few golden apples, a shield and sword, a bed, some iron. There's a bunch of great stuff, but I really need more inventory space. Sadly, I only found a broom brush and not a broom itself, but it's day again, and I want to collect a few more things before I settle down. By the way, as soon as you first find something that is unidentified, you can just hit Ctrl and T. I will skip the tutorial, and now I'm in the first difficulty level of Apotheosis. New levels now will be unlocked by completing certain school years. For example, after we completed year 1, we will go into the frontier. After year 3, the ascent. And for the other 2, we will see it when it comes. Just so that the school years and power level are a little bit connected. Our sword, by the way, now has plus 5% lifesteal and plus 3 fire damage, which brings this stone sword to an equivalent of an, I think, netherite sword in terms of damage. And this shield gets us a little bit of luck, sure. Luck is never bad to have. And here we have a chest, and like last time, always break the bookshelf under the chest, because there's TNT below that, and you don't want to blow all of this up. and slime balls, iron, gold, another sword, and a bunch of really good enchantments. Soul looting, soul flame, and looting. I think we can use those very nicely. And I don't know if I want to challenge this tower. I mean, I can take a look where the Ice Mage is and maybe navigate a little bit around, but I don't think I will be able to really defeat him with the gear I have currently. Let's see. Oh god. I have to say, these roller skates, I can't work with them. Knock knock, somebody home? Nobody so far? Great. We can grab ourselves an inscription table. Oh, but we can't use it yet because it requires an individual progress year 1. And we can trigger year 1 by just completing reaching the surface, as well as do as the mages do. So a few things have changed, not too many, but we have reached year 1. And with that, we, for example, got the knowledge of how to use an inscription table, which is also needed to break it. There's a very few gates for stuff in this mod, or in this pack, but it shouldn't be too hard. And here we got some paper, arcane essence, uncommon ink, a rail rider enchantment, rare ink, that's a pretty strong book, and a fortify scroll. I'll take those. And up here we have another chest with loot. More ink, more paper. I'll take those. And there would be an emerald block, but I don't have an iron pick yet to actually break it. Let's see what we can get down here. The Frost Mage is here. I'm going to try. Seemingly he teleported away. That allows me to loot, which is good. Emboldened ingots. Some yin and yang core. That's great. A flaming bracelet. We'll take a look at that. More ink. Some boots, which I will not equip. And wow. That's some great books I got here. I really need a chest just for books. I see. And then we got a magic missile. Some more books. And even things like feral claws, frozen bones. Oh, some rabbit stew. It's not too bad to have. As well as ice spikes and ray of frost. Both great spells. I'm just low on inventory space, which is not great. The Flaming Bracer will give me complete immunity to magical fire damage, as well as I can release magical fire if I hit a burning target. Wow, that's strong. And the feral claws will need to be researched. In this case, the research is relatively easy. and will increase my attack speed for each consecutive attack performed. Well, that's great. Let's go with that. Now there is another floor down below. Let's see if the Ice Mage got down here. No, he didn't. Great. Then we can grab ourselves a Ring of Fire Affinity. Well, no thanks. And this is a level 3 Ray of Frost. We got a level 3 one already. So no upgrade to that. Let me, well, get out of here and try to survive. Let's walk over there to the village. I think what I've seen earlier over there, it might be a Hexerai village. So I think all of this area would be a great place to start with lots of resources we can loot very early on. I didn't expect an alpha shroom to appear here in one of the huts, taking me on. I don't know if I will survive that. Come on, get hit. Whew. That, by the way, is the Mage Fire that I can trigger now. And that is the amount of life I now have. Thank you for the rabbit stew. Whew. Ooh, quest completed. Air. Where are we here? In Elemental Studies. So, air does not resist, it carries. Mages who master it move through the world differently than those who only claw at earth. We got quite a few quests related to air here. And also, it seems like the structure of the axioms have changed. We can now only do one of these at the very beginning, but we have 7 of each category. So if we take a look here, 3 axioms of year 1 are done, will complete as year 1. So we need to do 3 of these first ones here. And, well, we also need to decide which way we want to go for this season. I think we, well, tried the way of the alchemist last time. It didn't turn out that great, I have to say. But this time I could imagine starting with a fire sword, getting all these flame bracelets from the beginning. I think I could imagine myself becoming a fire mage and maybe settling in this direction. What do you say? Is fire mage too mainstream, or do you think we could make something quite cool out of that? I would say I'm going to loot some more, set up some chests, and, well, if something interesting comes up, I'll get you back. Otherwise, I'll just show you what I collected at the end. All right, I think I found every chest that was hidden in this village, and my inventory shows. We got not only a bunch of full bundles here in my inventory, but also a bunch of full bundles here in my coffer. So there's so much stuff that we found, and 3 really neat artifacts in that. One is the leather belt, which will just increase the amulet of the amount of amulet slots we have by 2, which is quite nifty. Then we found an infinity ham, which is great as an early game food solution. And we found my favorite feet options, the kitty slippers. First of all all creepers and phantoms stay away, which is amazing. Second of all, and I need to research this really quickly. Alright, that took a second longer than I wanted, but now I also have an increased safe falling height, which is very useful, and it's already at 4 points, which is great. And as soon as we get this to level 5, we will even have something like a passive totem of undying, which is just fantastic. So I'm definitely going to equip that and keeping it on for the rest of the series. And because I really don't think this design fits my aesthetics, I'm going to disable it. But yeah, now I have some kitty slippers on. Yeah, I think the next step would be to, build a storeroom or build a base where I can really just put things in, because my whole inventory is quite full. By the way, I didn't slaughter this Enderman. It walked into one of the fountains here and, well, drowned. I'm very sorry for it, but hey, it's giving me nice stuff that I will definitely need sooner or later. All right, with my inventory full, let me, get it today. Let me set up a first storage and sort out all of the stuff that I gathered. And I would say I'll see you in the next episode, where we start diving into magic and, focusing on fire and souls. See you next time, before the zombie gets me. Bye bye.